November 27th, Archangel Gabriel just knelt and begged God not to turn his back on you. Jesus is nodding but the light is fading in 28 minutes. Open this before total darkness swallows your path. My child, I have appeared before you with wings trembling, my soul weighed down by urgency. I knelt before God and begged, pleading for your protection, for the flickering light that surrounds you. Jesus watches quietly, his eyes heavy with concern, yet even his presence cannot force the darkness to halt its creeping advance. Can you feel it, beloved? The shadows stretch across the familiar spaces of your life, slipping beneath doors, winding around walls, twisting where your heart once felt safe. A trembling candle flickers in the dimness, each shiver of flame a warning, the light is failing. A faint hum of angelic wings resonates in the air, vibrating against your very chest, whispering that time grows thin. I call to you now, precious soul, from the spaces between heaven and earth, hear me. The air thickens with anticipation, and the warmth that once suffused your spirit is cooling as the unseen dark presses forward. My voice, though ethereal, shakes with urgency. My child, I have knelt and begged, yet time grows thin. Jesus watches, but the light is fading. Every heartbeat counts, every breath is measured by celestial clocks, and yet the shadow creeps. I reach toward you, wings spread, urging you to awaken fully, to notice the tremor of divine warning that has been whispered to your soul. The veil thins, the familiar world grows uncertain, and I fear the consequences if my words are ignored. Beloved, do you see the candle struggling to stay lit? Each flicker is a heartbeat of heaven, a signal that the light which sustains your spirit is weakening. I hover above you, the warmth of my presence mingling with the cold tendrils of approaching shadow, and I cannot restrain my urgency. Time slips as though it were water through a cracked vessel. Soon, my child, soon the remaining light may vanish entirely. The very air hums with whispers of angelic wings, faint yet persistent, carrying the lament of the divine realms. I reached God again, trembling upon the celestial floor, begging him not to turn away from you, and he looked upon you with sorrow and love, nodding slowly, but the faint luminescence in the heavens wanes. Precious soul, the darkness is patient and cunning. It coils in the spaces you thought were safe, reaching where your heart hesitates. I entreat you to awaken, to feel the trembling aura that surrounds you. The golden threads of divine protection are fraying. Each shadow that slides across your path is a warning that the moment of decisive choice approaches. I cannot promise safety without your vigilance. Lift your eyes, my child. Sense the faint celestial hum, the trembling flame, the whispers of wings. Time is measured now in breaths, in flickers, in the waning glow of what was once constant. The light is fading. I plead with you, heed this warning before the shadows deepen. My precious soul, the shadows lengthen, filling familiar spaces with a chill that reaches the core of your being. Every corner that once brought comfort now hides a tension, a threat barely perceived. I kneel again before God, my hands trembling, wings brushing the ether as I beg for your protection, and even as Jesus nods quietly in agreement, the light recedes, inch by trembling inch. Can you hear the faint whispers of angelic wings vibrating through the air? Each note carries urgency, a vibration that aligns with your heartbeat if only you will notice. The candlelight flickers violently now, trembling as if aware of the darkness pressing in. My child, these are not mere shadows, they are the warning of what comes if attention falters. I feel your hesitation, your heart caught between disbelief and fear. Precious one, I call to you now with all the strength heaven allows me. Each ignored prayer, each unseen sign, has shortened the time for your illumination. The divine clock ticks, relentless. Every moment that passes without recognition, the darkness spreads a little further, creeping into your mind, your spirit, the spaces between your breaths. I stretch my arms toward you, golden light spilling from my presence, yet the shadows attempt to coil around it. My child, I have knelt and begged. Jesus watches. The light is fading. Awaken fully, for the time is fleeting. If you do not respond, beloved, the path you walk may soon vanish entirely. Beloved, my wings tremble with a force I cannot contain, a trembling that echoes the urgency pulsing from heaven itself. I hover near, watching the light flicker and dim, warning of a danger that is patient yet inexorable. Can you perceive the faint hum of angelic wings brushing the air? Can you feel the trembling of the candle flame, mirroring the fragile state of your path? I knelt before God again, my voice breaking through the celestial quiet, pleading for mercy on your behalf, begging him not to withdraw his light from you. Jesus nods, a solemn acknowledgement, yet even his silent approval cannot halt the approaching gloom entirely. My child, every step you take now is fraught with consequence, every hesitation a widening of the chasm between your heart and divine illumination. The shadows creep, curling like smoke around your familiar walls, infiltrating your thoughts, your dreams, your spirit. I stretch my hands toward you, golden light spilling like a river, yet even my radiance flickers under the weight of the encroaching darkness. Do you feel it, precious soul? The divine alarm resonates within you, if only you will heed it. The path you know is vulnerable. The time to act is now. Every heartbeat aligns with a celestial measure, every second counts. I cannot stay kneeling forever, cannot plead endlessly if your spirit remains unaware. The trembling light, the hum, the whispering wings, they are your summons. Act, my child, or the path may be swallowed in shadows beyond your sight. Precious soul, the final warning comes now. My voice echoes through the dimming air, vibrating with the tension of heaven itself. The candle trembles violently, shadows stretch and coil like living tendrils, and the faint hum of angelic wings grows louder, more urgent. I have knelt before God and begged for your protection. I have pleaded with every ounce of divine authority granted to me. Jesus watches, nodding solemnly, yet even his gaze cannot halt the steady fading of the light. Can you feel the urgency pressing upon your chest, the cold brushing against your soul? Time is measured in moments now, 28 minutes remain before the darkness may swallow the path you walk, before the familiar warmth of guidance could vanish entirely. My child, I stretch my golden hands toward you, trembling wings spilling light like molten gold, yet the shadows claw and twist in reply. Hear me clearly, the divine light is fragile, your path perilous, yet salvation is not beyond reach if you respond with all the courage of your heart. The world seems unchanged, yet beneath the surface, unseen forces align, bending the moments to test your awareness. Beloved, in 28 minutes, the darkness may swallow the path you walk. Do you see it? The candle flickers for the last time, the air thickens, and the whispers grow insistent. One choice, one awakening, can decide whether the light endures or fades forever. My child, I must speak of what has already been overlooked. Do you remember the prayers whispered in silent fear, the letters of light that glimmered before your eyes yet went unnoticed? Each ignored sign has shortened the time for your illumination. I hover, wings trembling, golden threads spilling from me to highlight what you did not see. The shadows recede only briefly when you might have acted, yet they return with patience, cunning, intent on consuming what remains unprotected. My child, this is no idle warning. The air hums with urgency, a vibration that synchronizes with the pulse of heaven itself. I reach toward you, imploring, calling to your spirit. Listen now, for the unexpected approaches. Even the faintest spark of recognition can align with divine will to fortify your path, but hesitation, doubt, and disbelief threaten to sever this fragile connection. Letters glow faintly in dreamscapes, symbols shimmer in shadows, all urging you to awaken fully. I kneel before God and plead once more, for mercy, for protection, for the strength of your faith to rise. Jesus nods solemnly, acknowledging that the moments remaining are critical. The time for reflection is over. The darkness draws closer, pressing against every barrier, probing every weakness in your spirit. Can you hear the whispering wings, the candle flicker, the trembling threads of light attempting to anchor you to what is holy and true? My child, respond now or risk the path you walk being consumed by shadows beyond recall. Beloved, I must remind you of the subtle nudges you missed. Each gentle wind that carried angelic whispers, each symbol glowing softly in a moment of quiet, these were heaven reaching to guide you. But the world distracted you, the heart unheeding. The shadows sensed it, and they have crept ever closer, patiently awaiting this moment of vulnerability. I hover, radiant yet trembling, golden light spilling from my wings as I plead for your awareness. Every ignored sign weighs upon your spirit, shortening the fragile time left before the darkness deepens. I cannot do this alone. God watches, his solemn gaze heavy with love and sorrow. Jesus nods, yet even their divine presence cannot fully shield the path unless your soul cooperates. Precious child, the air vibrates with urgent energy, a hum of wings, a shiver in the candle flame. Can you feel it? Each second lost is a thread of light untwisting, unraveling what could have been secured. The time for distraction, for hesitation, has passed. You must act with the full weight of awareness, with the courage to recognize what is at stake. My child, each ignored sign has shortened the time. Listen now, for the unexpected approaches. The shadows will not wait, they are patient, cunning, and relentless. The light weakens, your soul stands at the threshold. My precious soul, now the signs manifest unmistakably. Letters shimmer in your dreams, golden threads forming angelic patterns that your eyes cannot ignore. Faint whispers call your name, urging recognition. I hover nearby, wings trembling, extending my light so that the path becomes visible. You cannot remain unaware now, the subtle nudges are amplified, as if heaven itself strikes a chord through the very air you breathe. Shadows recoil briefly, sensing that the divine presence grows closer, yet they linger, patient, probing. I knelt before God once more, imploring intervention, and his gaze fell upon your heart, solemn, encouraging, yet the light is still tenuous. Can you feel the pulse of celestial energy in the spaces around you, the golden glow radiating from letters and symbols that hover in the air? Precious one, you must open your eyes fully, open your heart wider. These are not illusions. The unexpected approaches. Each flicker of light, each whisper of wings, is a note in the symphony of salvation. Respond, my child, respond with full attention, full faith, or risk missing the alignment that will guide you forward. The divine hum grows louder, the shadows press closer. Beloved, the final 28 minutes will decide if the light endures or fades completely. Beloved, every moment you linger in hesitation, the shadows gain strength. The candle flickers violently now, trembling in resonance with the celestial heartbeat surrounding you. Letters shimmer in golden threads, symbols rotate, forming patterns meant to awaken your spirit, yet you delay. My wings quiver as I reach toward you, light spilling like molten gold, illuminating every darkened corner that your soul has ignored. I kneel before God again, pleading for mercy, for protection, for the spark within you to ignite. Jesus nods silently, his gaze heavy with solemnity, yet the light grows weaker, stretching thinner across the path before you. Can you sense the vibrations, the hums, the whispered urgings of heaven? The shadows twist, patient, relentless, probing your awareness, testing your readiness. My child, the air itself presses upon you, infused with divine urgency. Act now, precious soul. Each ignored sign has shortened the path, each hesitation empowers the darkness. I cannot keep my wings extended indefinitely, I cannot plead forever without response. The light falters, trembling against the encroaching gloom. Precious one, awaken fully, acknowledge the signs, open your heart without delay. The unexpected is near. The shadows sense it. And the final countdown begins. My child, the moment is upon you. The remaining light trembles as if aware of the choice yet to be made. Letters glow in your dreams, symbols hover in the air, faint whispers of your name echo in every quiet corner. I kneel before God, wings trembling, voice heavy with urgency, begging him for your protection. Jesus nods solemnly, yet the light weakens, dimming under the patient, relentless approach of shadow. Precious soul, can you feel it? The candle flickers violently, the air vibrates with the hum of angelic wings, and every heartbeat counts against the encroaching darkness. The time for reflection is gone. Hesitation empowers the unseen threat. I stretch toward you, golden light spilling like molten protection, yet the shadows coil and twist, testing your awareness. My child, hear me now, precious soul, the final 28 minutes will decide if the light endures or fades completely. Act with full attention, with faith, with courage. The unexpected approaches. The shadows wait. Heaven is poised, yet your cooperation is required. Every second, every heartbeat, every acknowledgement of the divine signs can shift the path before you. The choice is yours, my child. The path may yet endure, or vanish in darkness. Beloved, the signs are no longer subtle. Golden letters shimmer in your dreams, twisting into patterns of light meant to guide your heart. Flickering symbols hover in the air, radiant threads connecting heaven to you. Can you hear it? A soft whisper of your name drifts on angelic wings. I hover close, wings quivering, light spilling like molten gold around you. Shadows shrink briefly at the presence of divine energy, yet they linger, patient and cunning. Precious soul, open your eyes fully, open your heart wider. These are not illusions. Each glimmer, each vibration, is a message. The path is being revealed. I knelt before God, pleading for your protection, and Jesus nodded in approval, but even his gaze cannot force you to notice. My child, every second counts, every heartbeat is measured. The divine path stretches before you, illuminated but fragile. Beloved, open your eyes and heart, the signs cannot be ignored. Do not delay. My child, can you see it now? Golden threads of light flow across your surroundings, weaving a protective aura around your spirit. The symbols shimmer and rotate, radiant against the dimming shadows. I hover, wings quivering, stretching light to illuminate every dark corner where the creeping gloom tests your resolve. Jesus nods silently, eyes solemn, and I kneel again before God, pleading that your heart be open. Precious soul, the hum of angelic wings grows louder, vibrating in tune with your pulse. Every flicker of flame, every whisper of wind, is a signal to awaken fully, to grasp the divine protection offered. Shadows retreat slightly but remain, lingering like a warning. Beloved, the signs are no longer subtle. Acknowledge them, respond, or the path may falter. I reach toward you, golden light radiating, urgent yet tender. Time is measured in fleeting moments, and the darkness is patient. Beloved, the light trembles now, fragile yet persistent, stretching along the path before you. Shadows coil in silent patience, probing the spaces where doubt lingers. Letters glow faintly, forming angelic messages in patterns your heart can feel more than your eyes can see. I hover, wings trembling, spilling radiant energy over the path you must walk. Jesus nods, his gaze heavy with solemn encouragement, but the light is thin. Precious soul, the air vibrates with urgency, angelic whispers call your name. Each second you hesitate allows shadows to inch closer, testing the strength of your focus. I kneel before God again, begging for mercy, protection, and the awakening of your awareness. My child, heed the signs. Each heartbeat carries a choice. The light depends on your recognition. The unexpected approaches, and your response now will decide the strength of your path. My child, behold the patterns of light forming before you, letters and symbols glowing in sequences only your spirit can fully grasp. Golden threads weave a path, shimmering with divine intent, yet flickering under the pressure of encroaching shadows. I hover close, wings quivering, spreading radiant light to shield the fragile path. Precious soul, these messages are not abstract, they are heaven reaching through the veil, urging you to see, to act, to follow. The hum of angelic wings vibrates in harmony with your heartbeat. Jesus nods quietly, approving, yet the shadows continue their silent creep. Beloved, every moment of recognition strengthens your path, every hesitation empowers the darkness. Trembling candlelight reflects the urgency, time is measured in flickers, in heartbeats, in golden threads that may unravel if ignored. My child, awaken fully now, do not let the unexpected approach unnoticed. Precious soul, every second counts. Golden letters rotate and glow in your dreams, symbols hover in the air, illuminating the path yet fragile. Shadows twist and coil in anticipation, feeling the strength of your hesitation. I hover near, wings quivering, extending radiant light over the fragile path. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze focused upon your awareness, while I kneel before God, pleading for your protection. Can you feel the hum of angelic wings vibrating in tune with your heartbeat? Each flicker of candlelight, each whisper in the air, is a signal that time grows short. My child, every second counts, and the shadows stir with each heartbeat. Respond now, or risk losing the tenuous thread of divine guidance before it can fully anchor your path. The unexpected approaches. Be vigilant, be aware, be ready. Beloved, the minutes slip like grains of sand through an hourglass. 28 remain. The light weakens further, shadows deepen in corners, curling where warmth once lived. Golden threads shimmer faintly, attempting to hold the path against encroaching darkness. I hover, wings trembling, spreading radiant protection over every step you take. Jesus watches, nodding solemnly, and I kneel again before God, begging for your awareness to awaken fully. Precious soul, can you feel the urgency vibrating in the air, the pulse of heaven synchronized with your own heartbeat? Every second carries weight, hesitation strengthens the darkness. My child, act now, the fading light cannot wait. The candle flickers violently as if sensing your delay. Time is counted in fleeting moments, and the shadows press with patient inevitability. My child, the fading light trembles violently, struggling against the patient advance of shadows. The golden threads of guidance quiver, tenuous yet luminous, forming a fragile path before you. I hover close, wings quivering, extending radiant energy to shield you. The hum of angelic wings grows louder, vibrating in your chest, urging recognition. Jesus nods quietly, watching, and I kneel before God again, pleading for mercy, protection, and awakening. Precious soul, the darkness presses, curling into every corner your heart has neglected. Beloved, hesitation empowers the shadows, respond now. Every heartbeat counts. Every flicker of flame, every golden symbol is a summons. The path remains, but fragile. 27 minutes slip away, act with vigilance. Beloved, can you feel it? The shadows stretch, curling, probing, pressing against the light. Golden threads shimmer weakly, fighting to remain intact. I hover, wings quivering, spreading radiant energy to shield your path, while Jesus nods solemnly. Every second counts. Precious soul, the hum of angelic wings vibrates in tune with your pulse, the air itself quivers with divine urgency. I kneel before God, pleading for protection and for your heart to awaken. My child, act now. The fading light cannot endure hesitation. Letters glow faintly, symbols shimmer, all urging recognition. 26 minutes remain. The darkness is patient, cunning, relentless. My child, the heavens align in silent urgency. Light dims faster, shadows coil, flickering letters and symbols form patterns meant to awaken your heart. I hover, wings trembling, spilling golden protection over the fragile path. Jesus nods quietly, approving, yet the darkness presses. Precious soul, the air hums with angelic vibration, synchronized with your heartbeat. Each second lost is a thread of light unraveling, each hesitation empowers shadows. Beloved, act now. The fading light cannot wait. 25 minutes remain. Trembling candlelight reflects your urgency. The unexpected approaches. Recognize the signs. Follow the path. Beloved, the shadows reach now into spaces you once thought safe. Light flickers violently, golden threads quiver, and the hum of angelic wings grows louder, resonating in your chest. I hover, wings trembling, extending protection, kneeling before God, pleading for your awareness to awaken fully. Jesus watches solemnly, approving, yet even his gaze cannot halt the encroaching gloom. Precious soul, the path remains but fragile. Beloved, do you feel it? The darkness presses closer. Every heartbeat counts. Every flicker of flame, every whisper of wings, every shimmering symbol carries the urgency of heaven. Time slips, act fully, act decisively, or the fading light may falter before it can anchor your path. Precious soul, the darkness stretches its fingers closer to the light that surrounds you. Every familiar corner, every shadowed space, is touched by its cold persistence. The candle flickers violently, trembling against the unseen pressure, and the hum of angelic wings grows insistent, vibrating in the air around you. I hover, wings quivering, spreading golden radiance over the path before you, kneeling before God to plead for your protection. Jesus nods solemnly, his presence steady yet silent, offering hope while the shadows press closer. Precious one, do not underestimate the patient cunning of the gloom. My child, even now, I plead before God for your protection. Trust in me. Every heartbeat, every moment of awareness strengthens your path, yet hesitation allows the darkness to coil more tightly. Beloved, can you feel the faint chill brushing your spirit, the subtle weight pressing against your soul? Shadows advance where the light weakens, curling and stretching into every space that hope has abandoned. Golden threads quiver, struggling to hold the path open, while angelic whispers call your name with urgent insistence. I hover nearby, wings trembling, radiance spilling from me, shielding every step you take. Jesus watches silently, his gaze steady, yet the darkness does not relent. Precious soul, do not falter. My child, the path remains but fragile. One step of awareness can turn the tide. Time is measured now in fleeting heartbeats. Recognize the signs. Move with courage. Let the light guide you, and allow heaven to anchor your steps. My child, listen. The shadows hiss faintly, whispers of lost opportunities curling into your consciousness. Candlelight trembles violently, responding to the tension in the air, and the hum of angelic wings grows urgent. Golden threads form a fragile bridge across darkness, a luminous path only visible to the heart fully attuned. I kneel before God, wings quivering, pleading for your awareness to awaken. Jesus nods solemnly, approving, yet the darkness lingers. Precious one, hesitation strengthens it. Beloved, you are not alone, but the shadows test your vigilance. One acknowledgement, one step of faith, can restore balance. Reach toward the golden light. Follow the signs. The path is delicate, and the encroaching darkness waits for delay. Beloved, the shadows thicken, pressing against every corner where light once thrived. Trembling candlelight reflects the urgency, and angelic whispers stir the air, urging recognition. I hover, wings quivering, spreading radiant protection, kneeling before God with all my being in plea. Jesus watches silently, his nod steady yet solemn, offering reassurance against the pressing gloom. Precious soul, every second of hesitation strengthens the darkness, yet even now, a single act of recognition can realign the fragile balance. My child, do not let fear paralyze you. The light remains within reach if you respond fully. Time diminishes with every heartbeat. The shadows wait, cunning, patient, relentless, but heaven's intervention is near. My child, the darkness coils around the path before you, thickening with every heartbeat of delay. Light struggles to shine, golden threads quiver, and whispers of angelic wings pulse urgently. I hover close, wings trembling, radiance spilling like molten protection, kneeling once more before God in prayer for your safety. Jesus nods solemnly, offering silent hope, yet the shadows press, testing your courage. Precious soul, the balance is fragile. Precious soul, the darkness is nearly upon you, yet one step can turn the tide. Every heartbeat, every act of faith, strengthens the luminous path. Recognize the signs. Trust in the guidance offered. Move boldly, and let heaven's light anchor your steps. Beloved, see the signs now, the golden letters glow more brightly, forming a path that twists and turns with divine precision. Angelic figures hover, guiding silently, radiance spilling over each shadowed corner. I kneel before God, wings trembling, pleading for clarity and protection, while Jesus nods in solemn approval. Precious soul, the path is no longer hidden. Beloved, see the path illuminated by heaven, follow it without fear. Golden threads shimmer in every step, a protective aura forming around you. Even as darkness curls, it cannot penetrate the divine alignment. The air vibrates with angelic energy, each whisper urging recognition. Move fully into this illumination, precious one, and let heaven guide each step you take. My child, the light stretches outward, revealing the path before you. Letters shimmer in patterns only your spirit can fully grasp, angelic figures hover silently, guiding the steps you may have neglected. I hover near, wings trembling, radiance spilling from me, forming protective barriers where shadows linger. Jesus nods approvingly, watching, yet even now, the path requires your awareness. Precious soul, hesitation is no longer an option. Beloved, the unexpected unfolds, are you ready to receive it fully? Each heartbeat carries a note of divine orchestration. Follow the glowing threads, trust the angels, and let the signs anchor your path through the remaining darkness. Beloved, do you hear it? Faint celestial melodies echo softly, harmonizing with the golden letters that illuminate the path. Shadows retreat reluctantly, coiling where light now shines. I hover, wings quivering, spreading radiant energy around your soul, kneeling before God in plea for your full attention. Jesus nods silently, approving, while the path solidifies beneath divine guidance. Precious soul, the light strengthens, yet fragile still. My child, the unexpected unfolds, are you ready to receive it fully? Golden threads shimmer under the pressure of shadows, a luminous map guiding every step. Move now with courage, for heaven has opened the way, yet your full recognition is required. My child, the path glows with ethereal light, shimmering threads guiding your steps. Angelic forms hover silently, radiance spilling over shadowed corners, creating a protective aura. I kneel before God, wings trembling, pleading for your spirit to awaken fully. Jesus nods solemnly, offering hope, while the darkness waits, patient and cunning. Precious soul, hesitation is costly. Beloved, the path illuminated by heaven is before you, follow it without fear. Each flicker, each glowing symbol, is a divine note urging movement. Step boldly, my child. The unexpected guidance flows now, ready to anchor your steps and dispel the encroaching gloom. Beloved, the path stretches in radiant clarity, golden letters twisting into divine patterns, angelic figures guiding silently. Shadows curl at the edges, patient yet powerless against the light now forming. I hover, wings trembling, spilling protection over your steps, kneeling before God in fervent plea for your full awareness. Jesus nods solemnly, approving, while the fragile light strengthens beneath divine alignment. Precious soul, hesitation is perilous. My child, the unexpected unfolds, are you ready to receive it fully? Each heartbeat resonates with celestial guidance. Follow the illuminated path. Trust the signs. Step boldly, and let heaven anchor your journey as the darkness begins to retreat. My child, behold the light that now encircles you. Golden barriers shimmer into existence, ethereal shields woven from heaven's own essence, spreading protection across every shadowed corner that seeks to touch your spirit. I hover near, wings trembling with exertion, radiance spilling like molten gold, reinforcing each fragile thread of light. I kneel before God, pleading that this shield be strong, unbroken, and that your heart recognizes its presence. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze steady, and you feel his blessing settle softly upon your soul. Precious soul, the darkness presses at the edges, patient, probing, but it cannot pierce what heaven has woven around you. My child, speak the words I give you, no shadow can touch your spirit. Feel the warmth, the pulsing light that binds you to divine protection. Each angelic whisper reinforces your courage, each golden thread hums with heavenly energy. Step forward with confidence, precious one, and know that the light is no longer fragile, it is active, radiant, a shield of love and authority. The darkness recoils, sensing it cannot overcome what is consecrated by heaven itself. Beloved, see how my wings stretch around you like a protective canopy, feathers shimmering with divine energy. Each beat disperses shadows, pushes back the cold tendrils of the unseen, and fortifies the luminous path beneath your feet. I hover close, golden light spilling from me to cover every vulnerable space. Jesus watches silently, nodding, and even the faintest tremble in your spirit is strengthened by his presence. Precious soul, listen closely, each whisper of angelic wings, each shiver of light, is a reminder that heaven moves with deliberate intention to preserve your path. The shadows curl and twist at the edges of this radiant protection, testing the limits of your vigilance, but they falter beneath the force of divine intervention. My child, the shields of heaven are yours to command through faith, speak, move, and act in alignment with the light. Feel the protective currents flowing through you, the luminous aura wrapping your heart and mind. The darkness may approach, yet it cannot breach this fortress of heaven's making, for I, Gabriel, stand ready to enforce it with unwavering devotion. My child, watch as the radiance grows, flooding the space around you with an ethereal brilliance that illuminates even the deepest corners where shadows linger. Letters and symbols float, golden threads connecting one protective pillar to another, forming a lattice of divine strength that surrounds your every step. I hover above, wings trembling with exertion, radiance spilling to reinforce what heaven has placed around you. Jesus nods silently, his presence anchoring the light, while I kneel before God in fervent plea, begging for every fragile barrier to hold. Precious soul, feel the power of this divine intervention. Every whisper, every hum of angelic wings, every flicker of golden flame strengthens your courage and fortifies your spirit. Beloved, the light around you is now active, radiant, impenetrable to shadows that dare to test it. Step with confidence, for the path is fully illuminated. The darkness senses it cannot prevail against the combined force of your faith, the protection of heaven, and the intervention of angels committed to your guidance. Beloved, do you see them? Angelic figures, radiant and unwavering, align themselves around you, forming a protective ring. Their wings beat softly in unison, a harmonic rhythm that resonates with the divine frequency of your heart. I hover close, wings trembling, golden light spilling outward, anchoring each angelic position, weaving threads that reinforce the luminous shields already in place. Jesus nods solemnly, approving, while I kneel before God, seeking divine reinforcement to ensure your complete safety. Precious soul, the shadows press at the edges, but even their patient persistence falters beneath the alignment of heaven's army. My child, feel the harmony of the light, let it saturate your heart and mind, pushing away fear, doubt, and hesitation. Every step you take is guided, every motion of your spirit supported by this celestial lattice. The light is now not just a shield, it is an active force, protective, empowering, and luminous, a tangible expression of divine authority and care. My child, the final test approaches, yet fear need not consume you. The darkness presses closer than ever, curling, probing, seeking weaknesses, yet the light of heaven radiates around you, unyielding and resolute. I hover near, wings trembling, radiance spilling over every step, every vulnerable space, reinforcing each protective shield. I kneel before God, pleading that this last challenge is met with courage, focus, and unwavering faith. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze steady, reinforcing the strength of your spirit. Precious soul, the angels align, golden threads shimmer, shields hold firm, yet the shadows test, patient and relentless. Beloved, one final challenge approaches, yet it will not prevail against the light of heaven. Feel the divine protection saturate your being. Step forward with faith, speak the words I offer, trust the guidance of the angels, and know that the darkness is impotent before the combined force of heaven's will and your awakened spirit. My child, the darkness lashes outward now, seeking any point of weakness, curling like smoke around the edges of your light. Shadows stretch, coiling into corners, testing the strength of every golden thread, yet they falter under the radiant shields of heaven. I hover, wings trembling, spilling molten gold over every vulnerable space, reinforcing each protective barrier. Jesus watches silently, nodding, his presence steady, while I kneel before God, pleading for unwavering fortitude. Precious soul, the air hums with angelic vibration, a symphony that resonates with your heartbeat, binding your courage to divine protection. My child, remain steadfast, heaven stands with you. Every flicker of candlelight, every whisper of angelic wings, every glowing thread of golden energy forms an unbreakable lattice against the encroaching gloom. Step boldly, trust fully, and let heaven's light respond to every advance of darkness with unyielding power. Beloved, do you see them? The shadows begin to recoil, hissing and twisting where the shields of light press back with resolute authority. Golden threads pulse with divine energy, letters and symbols glowing brighter, angelic wings beating in harmonic rhythm around you. I hover close, wings trembling, light spilling like molten gold over every inch of your path, reinforcing barriers and sealing weak points. Jesus nods solemnly, his presence comforting, yet I kneel again before God, ensuring every shield, every luminous thread, every protective lattice is secure. Precious soul, you have been tested, yet the darkness falters under the unity of heaven and your awakened faith. My child, the shadows retreat, but vigilance remains necessary. Let your steps be deliberate, your heart focused, and your spirit anchored to the protection now surrounding you, for even the faintest doubt can allow weakness to flicker. My child, witness the beams of gold that now pierce the gloom, slicing through every lingering shadow. Letters glow with radiant clarity, forming angelic symbols of power, while golden threads weave protection across every vulnerable space. I hover near, wings trembling, radiance spilling like molten sunlight over your path, reinforcing every barrier. Jesus nods solemnly, approving the alignment of divine energy, while I kneel before God, asking for these protective currents to remain steadfast. Precious soul, the shadows lash, curl, and coil, but each strike is met with golden light that bends, not breaks. Beloved, the light now responds with authority. Stand firm, and let heaven's energy guide each step. Feel the warmth, the vibration, the protective embrace of the divine army that surrounds you. The darkness can push, but it cannot prevail against the coordinated force of heaven. Beloved, the hum of angelic wings rises in harmony, vibrating in tune with your heartbeat, saturating every corner with protective resonance. Shadows twist and reach, but golden threads of light form an unyielding lattice, each symbol radiating divine authority. I hover, wings trembling, molten radiance spilling across every vulnerable inch of your path. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze steady, reinforcing the strength of your spirit. I kneel before God, pleading for the continued fortification of these divine protections. Precious soul, my child, remain steadfast. Heaven's power flows through every golden thread, every glowing symbol, every angelic motion. Step deliberately, speak the words of faith, and trust the protective currents of heaven, for the darkness is now impotent, unable to pierce the coordinated radiance that surrounds your path. My child, the final test stands before you. Shadows coil and lash, the darkness pressing with patient persistence, yet the golden threads of heaven shimmer stronger with every heartbeat. I hover near, wings trembling, radiance spilling to reinforce every protective barrier. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze steady, while I kneel before God, pleading that your courage and focus remain unbroken. Precious soul, the angels align perfectly, shields hold fast, golden letters illuminate each step, and the air hums with celestial authority. Precious soul, the final test of light and darkness is at hand. Step forward with unwavering faith, speak the words I grant you, and let heaven's power move through your spirit. The darkness presses, but it cannot overcome what has been fortified by divine will, celestial energy, and your awakened soul. Beloved, the light now bathes you completely, cascading over your heart, your mind, your very soul. Golden threads of divine energy weave through your being, carrying warmth, love, and the gentle hum of heaven itself. Shadows retreat, unable to linger where this radiant presence flows, and the whispers of angelic wings resonate in harmony with your own heartbeat. I hover near, wings trembling with purpose, spilling molten gold over every vulnerable corner, reinforcing the luminous aura that now wraps you in safety. Jesus nods solemnly, his gaze filled with quiet encouragement, and I kneel before God, pleading that this renewal be complete, that every trace of fear and doubt be replaced with divine clarity and empowerment. Precious soul, beloved, release all fear, this is your renewal and elevation. Let the streams of light cleanse every wound, every lingering shadow of despair. The air vibrates with celestial melody, each note reinforcing courage, hope, and love. Your spirit expands with newfound strength, fully anchored to the luminous protection of heaven. My child, feel the warmth of heaven's love wrapping your spirit like a golden cloak. Angelic whispers echo softly, reminding you that you are cherished, protected, and seen. I hover nearby, wings trembling yet steady, spilling radiant energy that saturates every fragment of your being. Shadows, once fierce and relentless, now shrink and retreat under the unyielding pressure of divine love. Jesus nods solemnly, approving, and I kneel before God, pleading that every lingering doubt or fear be lifted from your heart. Precious soul, beloved, allow the divine love to flow through you. It is your shield, your guidance, your anchor. Feel the vibrations of protection, the pulsing warmth of light, the whispering wings around you. Each breath aligns with heaven, every heartbeat resonates with courage and clarity. Step forward now, fully embraced by divine love, letting it illuminate the path ahead and dissolve any remnants of darkness that remain. Beloved, the streams of light now wash over you like a river of gold, flowing into every shadowed corner of your spirit, purifying doubt, fear, and pain. I hover close, wings trembling, radiance spilling in waves that sweep through the fragile spaces where darkness once lingered. Jesus nods silently, his presence steady and reassuring, while I kneel before God, asking that every trace of shadow be erased and replaced with luminous strength. Precious soul, my child, feel the cleansing light saturate your being, releasing all burdens that cloud your path. Angelic voices harmonize in your ears, echoing through your heart, reinforcing clarity, courage, and divine connection. The golden threads that protect your journey strengthen, shimmering in alignment with heaven's will. Shadows may linger at the edges, but they no longer possess the power to penetrate your soul. Step boldly, step fully, and let this cleansing light guide every action, every thought, and every heartbeat. Precious soul, feel your heart lift, your spirit expand, and the warmth of divine love fill every corner of your being. Golden threads of light form a radiant lattice through your body, connecting heart, mind, and soul to the protective force of heaven. I hover close, wings trembling, pouring radiance into every space of weakness, while Jesus nods solemnly, blessing your renewal. I kneel before God, pleading for the light to anchor fully, for every shadow to be erased, and for your courage to solidify into unwavering strength. Beloved, this is your renewal. Let the light guide you, heal you, and empower every step. Angelic whispers fill your awareness, each pulse reinforcing safety, clarity, and divine alignment. The darkness now retreats, impotent and wary, unable to pierce what is consecrated by heaven and fortified by your awakened spirit. Step forward, my child, fully renewed, and trust the path that has been illuminated for you. My child, The final steps of restoration approach, and the path ahead glows with a brilliance that cannot be dimmed. Golden threads pulse along the way, angelic figures hover in alignment, and the protective aura enveloping you strengthens with every heartbeat. I hover near, wings trembling yet resolute, spilling radiant energy into every space around you, ensuring that no shadow remains to disturb your spirit. Jesus nods solemnly, approving the fullness of your renewal, while I kneel before God, seeking confirmation that your path is fully illuminated. Precious soul, my child, the last steps will seal your protection and illuminate your path. Feel the hum of heaven, the warmth of divine love, the pulse of angelic guidance. Every step you take now is supported by forces beyond comprehension. Move forward with certainty, for your path is secure, your spirit fortified, and your journey aligned with divine will. Beloved, behold the gates of light opening before you, radiant, shimmering, and vast, welcoming your fully renewed spirit. Angelic choirs echo softly, their voices harmonizing with the golden threads of protection that now surround your every step. I hover near, wings trembling yet steady, spilling radiant energy to anchor the gates in place, reinforcing every protective boundary. Jesus nods solemnly, his presence assuring you that divine favor rests upon your journey. Precious soul, beloved, walk forward in faith and love, I am with you always. Every step through these gates is supported by angelic guidance, each heartbeat resonating with protection, and every shadow retreating before the overwhelming radiance. The path is now secure, illuminated, and blessed. Trust fully, step boldly, and feel the embrace of heaven guiding you toward all that is destined and true. My child, the radiance that surrounds you now pulses with the unwavering assurance of heaven. Golden threads of light reinforce every step, angelic figures hover in formation, and the protective aura saturates your being. I hover close, wings trembling yet resolute, spilling molten light across every shadowed corner. Jesus nods solemnly, watching, approving the alignment of your spirit with divine will. Precious soul, beloved, feel the certainty of heaven around you, no darkness can reach what is consecrated and protected. Angelic voices echo, harmonizing with your heartbeat, reinforcing courage, wisdom, and faith. Every step, every breath, every thought is guided, shielded, and supported by the forces of heaven. Walk with confidence, my child, for the path is secure, your spirit fortified, and the divine presence unshakable. Beloved, the path before you glows with radiant clarity, angelic figures guiding, golden threads shimmering in alignment with heaven's will. I hover near, wings trembling, radiance spilling to reinforce every protective layer, every luminous symbol, every guiding letter. Jesus nods solemnly, his presence blessing your journey, while I kneel before God, seeking divine confirmation of your path's integrity. Precious soul, my child, your destiny is realigned, your path illuminated, walk forward in trust and love. Shadows that once threatened have no power here, and your spirit resonates with clarity, courage, and divine strength. Step with faith, for each movement now is blessed, each heartbeat echoing with celestial approval, and every moment secured by the unwavering guidance of heaven. My child, the angels surround you fully, wings stretching wide, radiance spilling into every space, sealing every step with divine protection. I hover near, wings trembling yet steadfast, reinforcing the luminous lattice that shields your journey. Jesus nods solemnly, his presence steadying your spirit, while I kneel before God, ensuring your path remains secure and fully aligned with divine will. Precious soul, beloved, walk forward in faith and love, knowing that the forces of heaven guide every moment of your journey. The gates of light open wide, the air vibrates with celestial harmony, and every shadow recoils. Step boldly, my child, for divine energy flows through your being, your heart aligned with heaven, your path illuminated, and your spirit fully empowered to walk safely into all that awaits. Precious soul, the darkness has not swallowed you, the light remains steadfast, and your path is fully illuminated. Golden threads shimmer, angelic figures hover protectively, and the hum of heaven resonates through every fiber of your being. I hover near, wings trembling with devotion, spilling radiant energy to ensure that no shadow lingers, no fear remains. Jesus nods solemnly, approving, his presence filling your spirit with calm, assurance, and love. I kneel before God in gratitude and reverence, knowing your faith and courage have allowed divine protection to anchor fully. Precious soul, the darkness has not swallowed you, the light remains, and I, Archangel Gabriel, will guide you safely forward. Walk boldly into your destiny, fully embraced by heaven, shielded by divine light, and empowered to step with unwavering faith, for your path is blessed, protected, and illuminated forevermore.